Alright, y'all, I'm back at it again with another video. I'm here today with something a little different, but still a vid like I would just be watching on some chill shit, just in my bed, eating something before I go to bed or when I wake up, something like that. But I just decided to watch it with you guys. I'm definitely gonna start live streaming, so y'all, stay tuned for that shit. Probably in the next week, I'll get to that. I've been up to a lot, but I'm definitely gonna get to it because we reached 1,000 subs. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support y'all been showing. I feel like it hasn't sunk in yet. I'm just the only thing I'm really thinking about is like what do I need to do next? Where do I go from here? Where do we go from here? I don't want to mess it up and I don't want to fumble, the blessing I've been given. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of talking with God. And even just like the past couple months, which I guess this will lead up to why I'm watching this vid and everything. It just makes sense. I've always been into stuff like this, but lately I've definitely been on like a much, much deeper and darker spiritual journey. I know a lot of people like, what dark spiritual journey? Like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about? But like, it is like, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and it's not what people like, oh my gosh, like freedom and like, nah, bro, that shit it gets sad and it gets depressing and it gets dark and it gets confusing and frustrating. But I can see myself growing and changing for the better in real time since I decided to go on this journey. And yeah, I love it. I love it and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So anyways, I know a lot of people connect with me on this. So I just hope, maybe these vids, you just feeling alone or you need some insight or some shit like this. That's why I do it for anyway. So without further ado, we're gonna get right up into it. Please protect yourself. The world is ending. This title caught my eye. I feel like it would catch anybody's eye. So
My
I
people,
definitely want to check it out.
we are entering a very vulnerable time. We already in the time of watching this world crumble and fall before us. But we are about to go into winter when it gets cold and when it gets lonely. When I tell you it's gonna be a cold winter, when I tell you
Mm.
it's gonna be a lonely winter, you thought October of last year was bad? Watch what December of this year will be. I'm telling you, it's gonna
Yeah,
get crazy.
I've thought about that. Like you, because I hear it a lot in my songs. I listen to shit. Y'all know I be on that on like sad shit, like the feel shit. But I don't think it's sad. I think it's real. It's like real, realistic reality. Like that's just life, nigga. So, but they talk about in the cold months, the world seems to just be dimmer and darker and sadder. And like that's just so crazy to me. How it just changes the whole perspective of basically everybody. Not as individually, but like as a whole. It's just crazy how the world
It's
works.
already crazy, right? But
Yeah,
you got to
it
take
is,
care
my
of
nigga.
yourself.
Exactly.
A lot of us have had our
Facts.
most toxic year this year and last year, or these last few years, but it is.
You gotta look, the change ain't gonna happen unless we make the change. You know what I'm saying? We can't stay doing the same habits with these same thoughts, with these same people in these same environments and think shit is gonna change and be different. Like that's how does that make sense? And where in the equation does that make sense? It don't. But a lot of it is just a lot of it's self-sabotage. Like we hate responsibility, really our generation. We hate taking responsibility. We hate being vulnerable. But those two things are like two of the biggest things we need right now in this world. Like there's too many people like that just don't care. They care too much about they care too much about the wrong shit. Like they'll care about what they see on social media and all that stuff, but they don't care about their neighbor down the road or like, like it's just weird. Like we ain't got compassion, we ain't got love for nobody. It's just sad. Like that's not what we were put here. That's not what we were created to be. Like that's evil. But yeah, anyway, I be
About to
yapping.
get
But
crazy,
that's
and
what
I'm
this
not
is
trying to
for.
scare you.
I knew this vid was gonna get me yapping. And it ain't too long. So But I definitely like to give y'all my own like opinion and perspective on shit. Cause yeah, I feel like I was given since before I even knew what a voice or what words or any of that shit was. I've always been very articulate and just considered smart and definitely mature for my age. But like I think that's just a gift God gave me. So I'm here to share it. Like I really, I talk about it in past videos. Like I didn't really want to start this vid. Like I was scared to start this channel because I hated putting myself out there and I hated people. Really, honestly, like I just don't rock with too many people still to this day. But I don't hate people. Like I love everybody because that's what we're put here to do, is to love people and accept them and forgive them, stuff like that. Like I'm no one's judge. So I really, I've come to accept that on this journey I've been on. Like it just is like you gotta worry about yourself, cause ain't nobody else gonna worry about you. You gotta love yourself, cause ain't nobody else gonna love you like you. You gotta be there for yourself, forgive yourself. And once you learn to do that for yourself, you're gonna be able to see yourself in other people, which will help you love them, support them, and understand them. But a lot of people are afraid to look themselves in the mirror because, that some of us ugly. Like that shit probably ugly for most of us. But it's like I said, it's not sunshine and rainbows. Like bettering yourself and growing and healing, that shit is not pretty. I don't know who lied to you, but you got lied to. But it's worth it. That's for damn sure. That's what, like, just work on yourself and everything around you is gonna become better. Like stop worrying about them people over there or this thing happening over here. Like that ain't got nothing to do with you right now. You got a lot of shit you need to deal with in your personal life and inside. Quit worrying about what's going on the outside.
I'm just spreading some awareness and some truth. It's gonna get
We
crazy
40
though.
seconds in the vid.
Distractions,
It's crazy.
crazy. All these things going on, crazy. It's all to get you under control though. They don't have the same clutches they had once before. And y'all know who they is. The people in power, the people that
Yeah,
affect
yeah.
everything you see. They
I really, really, really try hard to stay away from that shit on my channel. But it's so real to me, y'all. Like, cause I'm like, I'm so in, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist because that would, like, I see what's right in front of me. I see the lies. I see through all the bullshit. Like, you not getting nothing past me. And I've always been like that. It's my intuition. It's that I've always had a very strong just feeling. Like, if I feel it's wrong, then I'm gonna stay away from it. And people might not understand why, but then later down the road, you find something out, and it's like, damn, my intuition was right. That little feeling I felt was right. So it's like, I think that's also a gift. Like I was given, like I know what to stay away from it. So I'm too real for it. Like before I give somebody a chance where I believe in them or trust them, I'm gonna find something like I'm gonna test it. Like, cause why shouldn't I? It's like any other hypothesis or theory people have. Like that's why y'all out here thinking y'all's opinions is facts. Like y'all don't know how to like test that opinion and see if it's actually true though. But that's me. Like I'm gonna question anything I come across. I'm gonna question it. I'm gonna dissect it because I'm a very like analytical thinker. So I gotta break it down and understand it, or it ain't gonna make sense to me. Like, and I'm not finna let that slide. Like I got all these questions and shit that can't be answered because you telling me lies. So like I'm seeing the bullshit. I'm reading right through that, and I've always been like that. Like I'm not one to lie, sugarcoat shit. So when I get on here, I try to be, try not to think people think I'm like some type of conspiracy theorist, but like I see through the bullshit. So like he said, I'm not letting them slide. Like they not getting past me with none of this bullshit. I'm not the one, bro. I swear I'm not.
want control.
Like
They want control. Everybody is so
it ain't
distracted
me.
nowadays though. Just think about it.
That's how it. That's how they do it. They keep us distracted on freaking sports and freaking sides. It really is just they pin us against each other so that we won't come together and go like, cause there's more of us. Damn, I done got myself into a pickle, but I'm gonna keep going. There's more of us than there is of them. And they know that's all that we have to realize, all we have to, actually wrap our heads around before everything that they've built for hundreds of years will crumble. They'll have to watch it burn and they won't be able to do anything. So yeah, they keep us distracted. They keep us not being able to think for ourselves, not being able to, that's why they want our attention span so small. That's why they want us fat and unhealthy and sad. If we sad and depressed, we're not gonna feel like doing anything. We're not gonna want to think. We're not gonna want to go, be better people. Like they do all everything, every little thing they do, bruh. Like yes, it's that deep. They got a reason for it. There's a purpose for every little thing. Everything that happens, there's a purpose, but you just gotta think about it. That's what we lack today is just thoughts, our own thoughts. Most of the thoughts y'all think is from stuff you've heard on the internet or other people's thoughts that they've told you. And it's like, we don't know how to think for ourselves. We don't know how to deeply think. So, and that's the only thing keeping us under, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we would just wake up and actually think, use our brains, and stop being so distracted by everything that they try to throw at us. Because what it is, it's really spiritual warfare. But he'll probably go into that. But we gonna let it play. Dang, he only a minute in, but
There's always a new trend for something. It used to be like every month there was a new trend. Now it's like a new trend every week. And this is for the people who
yeah,
consume in social media. If you don't get on social media, this directly doesn't apply to you, but it will eventually, right? But there's always these new trends every week, so bad to where you can't even keep up with them. Like back in 2020, you could at
I
least
don't be
keep up. There was
trying.
like the
Don't
Black
try.
Lives Matter trend, and then there was the trend for this and the trend for that. Like you could name them off. But now it's like I don't even know, and I don't really scroll. But it's like you don't even know.
And what's sad is we've become so desensitized to every little thing, anything, because we see it every day. Like all you gotta do is go to Twitter, go to Instagram, go to Snapchat. Like we seeing all this just foolery and demonic shit going on around us. So it's like we don't even realize it. They got us numb to that shit. And it's like we gotta become more in touch with our like selves, bro. That's really what it is. Like understand yourself, love yourself, learn yourself, and then you'll be able to discern. You know what I'm saying? Discernment. Very important.
The most
Damn near freaking discipline. Discernment. Being able to tell the difference, bro.
prominent thing of this year that people probably remember is the Hawk 2 jump. They
Bruh.
planting people, they have a little viral moment, and then they take it and try to make a career out of it. Now, shout out to the people who doing their thing. Like, if you getting your viral moment and you taking that and making something out of it, shout out to you. But most people are out here being planted.
That stuff, like I'm not talking about her specifically, but in general, like that stuff is just like I wouldn't want to become famous for something like that, no ways. And that's why it's so important to make sure you're doing the things you're doing for the right reasons. Because if you do it for the wrong reasons, the wrong people is what you're going to attract. And, take that how you want it, but you basically selling your soul at that point. If you willing to do that for fame and stuff, it's like you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Therefore, the wrong things is going to come with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, but like that's just what the world has come to today. They fiend for attention so badly. But that's really is like that greed and that freaking it really is a lot of it's ignorance. Like we gotta get we gotta do better. Like, no.
As
No,
distractions
no,
to
no.
get you away from what's truly important. The real things that's important. Think about Diddy. Everybody know about Diddy. No Diddy, baby oil. Like we worried about all the wrong stuff. Even on that level, Diddy been exposed for 1,001 things, but people are fixated on 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What about the sexual trafficking and the abuse and all these things? People not even worried about that. It's about
That's such an odd fact to throw out there and then for it to go so, you know, like popular. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we turn everything's such a meme nowadays. We're trying to make light of everything nowadays, but it's like, what about all the other stuff he did? You know what I'm saying? We want to joke about, freaking, and it's just weird. Like I said, we've become desensitized to it. It's like we don't take anything seriously. Therefore, we don't care. And that's why I say, like, we lack compassion and empathy. Ain't nobody know how to put yourself in other people's shoes no more. We don't know how to think. It's sad. It really is sad. But like this dude ain't alone, and none of us is really alone. Like there's real ones out here that are seeing this shit, and we catching on, and they know that, and they scared. They shaking in their little boots, so they gonna try to fight harder. But it's like, nigga, truth and the good is always gonna come out on top. Like where in the universe would any type of negativity X out any type of positivity? Like it just don't work like that, bruh. It don't matter. Like quality over quantity every time. It don't matter how many people you got on your little army on your little side, because at the end of the day, they ain't worth nothing. They ain't got no type of integrity. They ain't got no type of loyalty. They ain't got no type of like morals or values. Like they've sold their souls. Like they soulless. They ain't got no creativity. Like you got nothing. You got a bunch of people without no souls, without no brains. You're not winning, bruh. Like that's not how anything works. Versus us who have a freaking brain, who can think for ourselves, and a heart that feels for other people, and the compassion and empathy and the freaking EQ, emotional intelligence, that y'all people lack. Like it's not happening. It don't matter how many of them you got. It really don't. You're not. You go into a completely dark room, but you light a match. You gonna see that one little match in that big odd dark room. Ain't no amount of darkness can cover up light. That's no, it ain't happening.
The baby oil. But then you just pull back. Say people are fixated on the sexual trafficking and the abuse and all that stuff. It's a Diddy in your neighborhood too.
Mm-hmm.
Your people
That
might be Diddy's. Like, it's people around you
that
that be
part,
doing
that
freaky.
part, that part though. They don't want to talk about that though. That part. Your best friends be Diddy's, but y'all letting that slide. Y'all laughing that shit off. But that's you part of the problem, bruh. You part of the problem, bruh.
Weird stuff, but you so worried about this. You might be doing freaky weird stuff, but you so worried about this.
Mmm.
Everybody is worried about everything outside of themselves. There's nothing in here. You'll be sitting here having a conversation with a person, you talking about how you feel and what's going on inside of you, and they just like,
I feel like a lot of the the, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I feel like they do that shit to try to normalize that stuff. Like, cause think about it. How many famous people have y'all heard about doing weird shit like that? Way too many to count. But it's like we know they all doing it, but ain't nobody doing shit about it. We just want to put it on the news and make sure everybody knows about it and hears about it and sees it and thinks about it. Almost like they just trying to make that shit normal. Have y'all seen where they try to do like AI prison, where they just make the dude like live out stuff and feel bad for himself? Like, what? This nigga don't need to feel pity. He needs to go to jail. Like y'all tripping. Y'all want to throw a nigga in jail for some weed so freaking bad, but y'all don't want to throw a freaking predator who's freaking raped and trafficked little girls they whole life. Like that's crazy to me. That don't make no sense. But y'all want to lock a nigga up so bad. It's crazy.
TikTok. It's like, ooh, what is he talking about? Like, I'm glitching. You know what I'm saying? People start glitching. Yeah, yeah, a whole bunch of yeahs and yeah, you're right. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
me too. Ask him to expound on that. Yeah, basically what you said. Yeah, everything you said, me too. You be like, what the?
exactly. That's what
Okay.
I'm saying.
But
Like I said, ain't nobody can think for themselves.
the moment you go to mention some BS, mention Diddy, mention the election, mention this, mention that. Oh, they ready to talk about pills and Percocet. They ready to talk about all of that stuff. Because people are not taking the time to look within, work on themselves, talk to
It's
themselves,
very
be there with
shallow.
themselves. People don't even like their own company. And that's sad, you
That's
know? A
crazy,
lot of it
yeah.
is from trauma and things like that, but you don't even like your own company.
But like I said, bruh, yes, that comes from trauma. That comes from just being in a world that we live in today. But just cause the picture ugly don't mean that ain't you, bruh. Like I said, you gotta learn to love that. Because ain't nobody else going to. Ain't nobody gonna attempt to try to fix you or help you. You gotta help you. You gotta fix you, bruh. Cause only you can. Only you know you like you know you. So get to work, nigga. Quit. Ain't nobody coming to save you.
My guy or my lady,
My lady.
who do you think you have in this world? You. All you have is you. And in the
Facts.
times that we are in and the times that we are entering, if you don't have yourself, you are going to crumble. If you
Yeah.
think you feeling bad now, if you think
Cause we already lost. All of us is already lost, but we don't know what to believe, who to believe, where to go, where are we going. Like, but like he said, we gotta find yourself. That's how you stop being lost. Cause the way things are going, if you stay lost, you gonna crumble, bro. Cause they're trying to they trying to help, like, just like I said, desensitize us and just make us, I guess, robots. Like, just not being able to feel nothing, not being, just being their pawns. And I don't like that. Do y'all like that? I don't fuck with that. Do y'all fuck with that? I don't fuck with that. So I'm not gonna let it happen to me, and I'm gonna do my part.
your life is in shambles now, keep going throughout these next few years, few months, few weeks without checking in on you and watch what goes on. A lot of people are neglecting themselves, their
Facts.
inner selves, their outer selves, their body, their mind. You're neglecting yourself. But when these times get crazy, that's when you become extra vulnerable. When you sit there and you eat trash all year, all throughout the
Facts. I'm telling you, bro. I know a lot of people gonna throw out tips and tricks to, feel better, to look better, and da 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 da. But I'm here to tell you right now, bro. I've been there and done that. I felt ugly on the inside, been ugly on the outside, been fat, I've been depressed, I've been anxious, like, bro, like, I've been through a lot of shit as a youngin'. So, but that's what helped me grow into like, without all that shit, I wouldn't be who I am today. And that's why, I'm here right now talking to you niggas, spitting some real shit for you. Like, if you don't know where to go and you confused right now and you getting all this shit told to you, that you need to do this, you need to do that, you gotta stop doing, like, that. Just take it one step at a time, bro. Just block all that out, because you don't need nobody to tell you shit about what you need to do. Once you sit with yourself and you start to accept yourself and learn yourself, you gonna know what you need to do next. You gonna know what you need to do. You don't need everybody out here to tell you, because your body knows what you need. You just gotta listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe start with drinking water for a week. A week. Go, I'm trying to drink a gallon a day for a week. Boom. Start there. That's something simple, little, but that's gonna take you real far. It only takes something little like that. Like, you ain't gotta think big picture right now. Start going to the gym, get you a gym membership, and go in there 15 minutes. Just looking at the equipment, learning. You know what I'm saying? Watching, how everybody's doing what, like, oh, I want to look like that. I want muscles like that. Or that exercise look, you know what I'm saying? Like, informing ourselves, like I said, learning yourself, very important. And that's really the first step. So, ain't nothing wrong with exploring. Like, you ain't gotta have it all figured out. Ain't nobody got it all figured out. That's why you gotta figure it out.
spring and all throughout the summer. When it comes time for winter, you sick all winter because your body has been fighting for its life all year long. And now it's cold and the sun is not out no more to kill all those bacteria like it was in the summer, and you get sick. The same thing goes on with your mind. Why do you think the suicide rates and everything raise when the holidays come around? Because it gets
Mm.
cold, it gets lonely. They seeing everybody celebrating with the lights and all the festivities, all the distractions, and you can't get out of here now because you spent all year outside of yourself. Now when
It is very like, y'all, it's so factual. And I don't know why. Like, it's something we just not gonna know why, bruh. Like, why? But again, around that end of the year time when it gets cold, there's a rise in violence in the household. There's a rise in, like he said, suicide, rise in depression, all that stuff. And it's like, what? We got to get to the root of these causes. You know what I'm saying? We could brush it off, but it just keeps getting worse. You know what I'm saying? We could put a little band-aid on it, but that ain't gonna make it no better. We gotta really look into this shit. Cause this ain't okay for the human race. Like, these are our people, bruh. It could be your family. It could be your member. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get it together.
When it's cold and lonely, now you got to look inside of yourself. So I'm telling you, focus on you before it gets cold and lonely, because all this stuff
Mm-hmm.
outside of you is fake. It's rubbish. None of it matters. Yes, you have a few genuine people out here spreading knowledge, spreading information
Facts.
that you
A
need to
few.
hear. I'm glad.
And those are them diamonds in the rough that I'm talking about. Like, that's where the quality is going. It's gonna be greater than any amount of quantity that they got over there. Like, I don't care how many bad rappers is in the industry. I don't care how many bad actors. I don't care how many weirdos, how many pedos is in this bitch. I'm in this bitch, nigga. Nigga, I'm in this bitch, nigga. Like, and I know my mission, I know my purpose, and I know what I'm here for. And like, you ain't finna just cross me out, X me out. You know what I'm saying? Cause all them niggas, like that shit ain't nothing. All them, they bitches to me, bro. I swear, like, on my mama, nigga, like, don't none of them scare me, bro. Dizzy don't scare me, nigga. None of these trash, your favorite rappers, none of that shit, bro. And I ain't even want. I don't talk shit, bro. I just spit facts, like. And if you don't like the truth, then that's just what it is. If you mad, you probably them same people I'm talking about, bro. You know, get your money up, not your funny up. But it's like it's it's true. Like he said, there's a couple of them, but most of them you just gotta just don't even listen. Get them out your life. Unfollow them. Y'all need to go through y'all social media and just unfollow a lot of niggas, cause they ain't bringing nothing to the table. What are they doing beneficial for your life?
Glad that you can scroll on social media and get informed by things you would never find in these books, things they would never teach us. I'm not stupid.
But all that, you don't need all that information if it ain't gonna be applied. Like, what's the use of knowledge if you ain't gonna use the knowledge? You can learn, sit there at your phone and learn all you want to. But if you ain't doing nothing, ain't shit gonna happen.
Right? It's not all bad around here. And social media is not the only issue. This is happening on TV. Your grandparents consuming it. We not the only ones affected by it. The young people are not the only
Facts.
ones affected by it.
It's the
But the
whole
thing
world.
is, you got to keep going on through this life. Your grandparents might be affected by what's going on, but I hate to say it, but they don't have much longer here. The clock is running out. And I wish they could stay here forever and be in peace and harmony, but it's just different. Like my generation, we grew up and we seen things evolve. The generation before me, they grew up and they seen things stay a certain way, then it kept evolving, and it just keeps going on further and further and further. But the kids of today will be adults. They will be running this
Facts.
junk. So
Mm-hmm.
imagine if all these people who are TikTok babies and TikTok fiends and YouTube shorts and reels, and they don't
Goodness
really have
gracious.
that brain, they cooked. Imagine them
Yeah.
running the world. Imagine them being stable adults. Imagine them having children. A lot of the problems we have today are from children raising children. People go out, they want to be hot
Facts.
girls, they want to be hot boys. They go get babies when they 15, 16, 17. And for the people who did, I ain't
Nowadays it's even 19 and 20, bro. Like, we just not growing up. It's true. Like, we just want to stay kids for so long. And I think that's a trauma response, honestly, truly. So it's like, it's not our fault, but it's still our responsibility. Like, yeah, it's not our fault that our childhood, we didn't have a good childhood and that we didn't, our parents weren't very good parents. And that's just true. But like, I feel like this generation and the past generation, children were neglected heavy on a lot of things that should have been addressed. by our parents. They should have been the ones to, help us and fix that shit. Because we were kids. We didn't, like, fuck. So now we, like he said, we all growing up. And it's confusing out here. Like, we only know what we're taught. So, I mean, we know Netflix. We know a TV. We know a laptop. We know a phone. Because that's what y'all threw at us when we was, in middle school. Like, even school. It was laptops. We had Chromebooks, nigga. We was on computers. Like, so, like I said, it's not our fault the way we are, but it is our responsibility to fix it. Because we can't be having broken kids. We can't be having, because this world gonna fall apart. Like, we as humans, we got to get it together for the future of humans, literally.
Ain't shooting you down.
It's that
You made
deep.
a decision, cool. I hope you're taking care of it.
Mhm.
But the people who go out and do that stuff, they go out and they have these children and then they keep doing that stuff. And then you got children raising children and a child trying to teach a child how to be a child essentially. And this adult that still acts like a child is raising a child, so the child grows up to be a grown child. Still
Yeah,
doing all this crazy stuff, has no morals and no real code. They just out here doing junk.
like a
Gotta
little
get back to
kid
yourself. Gotta take care of what's
and
important.
grow up, bruh.
I've
Ain't nothing
seen
wrong with
many
growing up.
things by choice. Sometimes I be
It's scary, but eventually you gonna have to put your big girl pants on, put your big boy pants on, bruh. Cause like I said, ain't nobody coming to save you. Ain't nobody gonna love you like you love you. Ain't nobody gonna get you like you got you. So it's get it together. Stop feeling pity for yourself and just boss up, nigga. For real.
scrolling like I said. I've seen many things. It's
Cause you
very
can.
few things that
And
really
you
matter
will if you
in
put
this
your mind to
world.
it. Ain't
The
nobody can stop you.
wars, people being abused, people being, you know, just mistreated, the hurricanes, things like that. That's the things that deserve real media coverage.
Facts.
But that's not what they want. That's not enough to control. It may put a little fear in you, make you buy a little more toilet paper and things like that. They really
Bruh.
love that, enjoy that, putting that fear in you. But it's getting weird.
Fear
The influence and
mongering.
control that they have is slipping though. That's why they want their worlds to merge with ours. The younger people, the people that's consuming content, the people that's consuming the things they like, they want their world to merge with yours. Why do you think back in the day they had people of influence get on your favorite TV show for a little 15-second cameo? The worlds collide. Why you think they got all these streamers and YouTubers on TV and all these TikTokers, they in TV shows and movies now? They want those worlds to collide. You got celebrities linking up with YouTubers and streamers and all types of junk because the influence is not the same anymore. They can't reach you through your favorite rapper no more because the music sucks. You tired of hearing it. They can't reach you through the movie stars because they all creeps. They all petties, right? They all
Mm.
like to fiddle with children. They can't
Why though?
reach you
Like
no
that.
more, so they
I
gotta
I
come
won't
to
like
your
I
world.
don't get that,
That's
bro.
why
Like what
people
is
are
it?
in
Like,
these
what's wrong with
emotional
like
disasters.
what's wrong with an adult? Like I just don't like again, that's one of the things I'm never gonna be able like I'm a very understanding person. I like to understand people and try to get where they coming from. Even when it's dark and, deep. Like I still like to but that's one thing I can't wrap my head around. Like nigga, what? Why? Like why, bruh?
They
Why?
coming for you. They want your energy. They are
I
vampires,
feel like
and it's
yeah,
people around you
that's
every
what it
day
is.
that
They
want
just
your
demons,
energy. They
vampires,
always
like
want to
that's
know
all
what
it
you
is.
doing.
That's
What you
spiritual
up to?
warfare.
What you got
That's
going
the
on?
only thing I can think of. Like that person is a demon, bro. They've done got possessed by a demon. Cause who would want to do that, bro? Demons, nigga. Demons. Don't like. That's my only. Hey, don't get mad at me, bro. It's just the facts that I'm presented, nigga. And it makes sense. Like think about it, nigga. A pedo is just a demon, bro. Cause kids, they the light of the world for real. And of course they gonna try to put out that light. Fucking weirdos. Fucking pedos, nigga.
They don't even want to know. They
Fucking
just want to
weirdos,
know.
nigga.
They
Swear.
just want your energy. They just want
Weird
to
as
talk to
hell.
you just so they can
Facts.
figure out what's
Energy
going on. Maybe
vampires.
they want to shut it down. Maybe they want to suck
Demons.
you dry. They always want something
Whoa.
from you. They never return anything. They never replenish anything. It's take, 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 take.
A giver has to limit what they give because a taker will never limit what they take. Write that down, nigga. Run that shit back. Listen to it again, nigga. I swear. Some real shit.
Take, take, take. Don't give anything.
Mm.
People are out here fiending for
Fiending.
energy. Energy is the
Facts.
only currency.
Cause it's hella depleted. All the energy out here is negative. So when they find that positive energy source, they're gonna try to latch onto that bitch and just, like I said, takers, they don't limit what they take. They just gonna take, 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 take. And they don't care about the consequences. That's why you gotta protect your energy, protect yourself, love yourself. Put yourself before anybody. Well, except God. Put God first. And then you come second because you God's child. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. God put y'all first. So you gotta put God first. But then second on the list. You know what I'm saying? Because prayer, that's what we need. Like I said, just a bunch of demons out here trying to soul suck your energy. You need God. You need Jesus. He's the only one that can protect us and keep us, keep us right. Cause it's a cold world, nigga.
In this world.
Cold world.
Energy, control, influence, power, it's all energy. Energy, energy, energy. And they want what you have.
But they
They
can
want what you
have it.
have. And when you just start thinking about it, when you sit back and really just look at it for what it is, not even trying to be woke, because the woke people be out here glitching. They get a little
Yeah,
piece of information, they go spreading it and
yeah.
wave they.
I hate that shit, bro. I hate that. Like me, don't label me anything, nigga, cause I don't fit in that box. I fit in all boxes, pause, in no boxes at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So like, don't try to put me in no little box, no little label, cause I don't rock with no groups. I don't rock with I don't like I said, I rock with God and myself, like period. And what I feel is right. That's what nigga. That's what go around this bitch. Cause yeah, I don't label myself. I don't put myself in a box, and I don't put myself with no freaking group. Cause that's stupid. That's lame. That's what people do to try to divide us. I'm just me, okay? And I really, like I said, I kind of mix in with everybody. Like I can relate to everybody because I like to understand people, and I'm gonna try to relate to you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what a real nigga do. So don't be. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not woke, nigga. I'm just Emma. I'm Em, bruh. Nice to meet you, nigga.
Crystals around and
That's
it's a whole disaster.
I
But just really
swear.
sit back and think about
People take something and they gotta go to the limit, push it to the limits, and that's the problem. Like y'all just need to quit being so freaking extreme and dramatic.
all the BS you have seen over this last year, all the puppets, all the
But again,
bots,
it's
all
all
the
done
people
for
they be
attention. Like people gonna take it to the extreme, cause sadly, that's what human psychology likes. That's just throughout history, we're drawn to that dramatic shit. We're drawn to that negativity shit. We love that. We love toxicity. But I think that's just spiritual warfare. They're trying to draw us in, and it's real heavy. You know what I'm saying? All them sins and shit. Lust, pride, greed, freaking all of it. It's very easy to fall into as a human being because it's all spiritual warfare. That's how they get us. That's the only way they can get us. But that's why they also call it deadly sins, nigga. Because that's the only way they can get us. You gotta not do that shit. You can't let them get you. You gotta be stronger.
BS you have seen over this last year, all the puppets, all the bots,
Mm,
all the people
mm,
they be glitching in real time. In
mm.
real time. And once they get thrown off of their agenda, they glitch. It's just like people who come at you on a day-to-day basis. They have a certain intention, they have a certain plan to finagle you, to get something from you, whatever the case may be. The moment you ask them a question or throw them off their game, they start glitching. They can't even handle it.
I swear.
Can't even handle it. It's like a person who wants to be a fraud. They come in and they do what they
But it's cause they can't think for themselves. What they talk about, out like I don't even know how people talk so much nowadays. Like what is so important to that y'all gotta talk so freaking much? Y'all just can't sit with yourselves and sit in silence. It's sad, bruh. But like, just filling our mind up with junk. Like y'all ain't even got shit to talk about. Y'all just talking, bruh.
people who come in
But yeah, they can't even think for themselves. They just talking what they heard, what they seen, what somebody else said, what somebody else thought. So yeah, when you ask them a question, they don't know how to comprehend shit. They don't know how to think, so they get confused. They get thrown off. But that's what people need to do. You irritating they demons. You irritating they. I like doing that though, cause you gotta face them. They lying dormant and they in your subconscious, but you need to become aware of them and think about them and sit on that shit. That's how you become a better you, nigga. Face your demons.
you on a day-to-day basis, they have a certain intention, they have a certain plan to finagle you, to get something from you, whatever the case may be. The moment you ask them a question or throw them off their game, they start glitching. They can't even handle it. Can't even handle it. It's like a person who wants to be a fraud. They come in and they do what they do, and they know how to finesse the system real good. And you like, hey yo, go get me a coffee. And they're like, oh, I need that card, you know what I'm saying, to get through this building. I was waiting for people to open the door to slip in. Now I can't do that. It's the simplest things that make people glitch when they not where they need to be, or when they not doing what they need to do. Because you need all those things to function naturally, and they just don't have it. So I'm telling you,
Facts.
protect your energy. It is getting cold.
Cause they need it.
This
They
right
that's
here,
what they
you
feed
see, it
off
just tried to
of.
throw me off my game. That little notification. It was a Facebook group chat with my family, so it's you know what I'm saying. It's not too bad, but we're in a vulnerable time. You are vulnerable. These children are
Facts,
vulnerable, and they
bro.
are doing
We gotta
everything in their
protect it.
power to reach these children through these youth.
This is what I be. Oh my gosh. I love how this nigga gonna wrap it up. Cause he is spitting, bro. Like we have got to protect the goodness that we still have. The light that we still have. The bit of good energy we do have left. Cause that's what they feed off of. They trying to take it away from us. And yes, it's in these kids. Like these kids, bro, is all the light and joy that most of these people have out here. Like, and you can like a child is gonna brighten anybody's day. It's gonna bring a smile to their face. You know, they little hellions when they get to walking and talking. But it's like you said, they're vulnerable because they're lighthearted. They're so innocent and pure, and it's just beautiful. Like we don't have a lot of that in the world today. So they trying to take that shit. They want it so bad. They like I said, they feed off that shit. So we gotta protect it, bro. Even the bit of innocence and pureness that you have and light that you have in yourself, it's time to protect it. And it's time to nourish it and let it grow. Let it spread. And don't let them niggas have it.
YouTubers, through these streamers, through TVs, through movies. You can literally see the agendas nowadays.
Yeah, you
Movies and stuff
can.
is not even the
It's
same
in
no more. Movies
it's
always
in
had
the
hidden
bruh,
symbols and
it's in
meanings and
plain
all
sight.
these
It
things.
literally
But
is.
now it's like you can literally see the agenda.
Yeah.
Pushing a pedophilia. I don't even want to say it because I don't want to get banned for speaking the you know what I'm saying, the truth of the fiddlers of children. You can see all, you can see it all. You can see it all. It's all these shows, people drinking blood and eating babies, and this stuff may sound crazy
Weird
to the
stuff,
average
bro.
listener, but all of this
But
stuff is
that's
relevant.
look, 20 I think it was 2017 when I first like watched my whole like documentary iceberg stuff. Like, bro, as they say, down the rabbit hole I go because yeah, I've been learning, watching, observing, listening ever since. And like I said, I'm a very realistic person. Like, I'm gonna draw conclusions based off what I see, what I know, what I learn, not based off what the fuck these niggas is trying to push and the bullshit they trying to hear me tell me and get me to believe. Cause I'm a very I'm a very non-trusting person. Like, I'm not just about to trust anything. But I've already spoke on that. Like, I'm questioning at every turn. Every turn I'm gonna try to throw you off. Because if it's true and if it's honest, then I won't be able to poke no holes in it. But if I start poking holes in it, I ain't going for it. So I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just pay attention. I'm very observant. I've always been that way. Like I said, always been a deep thinker, very observant, very based on my intuition, not based on what these other motherfuckers want me to hear and see. But yeah, that's how you gotta be, bro. And you can grow it. Like, it's hard because, like I said, a lot of distractions, a lot of things they're trying to throw that feeling off. But you can get back to it. You just gotta learn yourself.
in his own way. It really is. You know what I'm saying? I just be chilling. You know,
Facts. Just be
you know,
chilling.
I just be chilling. But these things have become way too clear. But you got to protect yourself. You need to focus on you. Take care of yourself, please. You don't
Yeah, like, the problem is complex, but the solution is very simple when it gets down to the individual. No rhyme intended. Like, the only way that you can help your community, help the people you love, help future generations is to help yourself and to want to change for the better and to want to change what's around you. You have to want that. And you have to do actions that show that you want that, or it's nothing's gonna get done.
need all this content that you consuming. If you learning from social media, even if you learning from me, take the videos that I have. If it's a lesson that applies to you, really take it in and think about it.
That's what I be
Absorb it.
saying. Like,
Become
I
what it
don't
is.
like I do not I don't y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, like, I'm not trying to become no freaking famous person, celebrity, or someone to be idolized, because I'm just a regular ass human, bro. I be making mistakes, and I don't deserve to be put on a pedestal. Like, I'm just here to yap. Okay? Like, I've been given a beautiful mind and a beautiful heart and a beautiful spirit that God has, chosen to speak when I'm supposed to speak, because usually the time I'm just quiet. But that's it. All of us got a purpose. All of us got a mission. So I'm really nobody special. But yeah, no. We just we all in the same boat. And I'm no one to be, looked, idolized, none of that shit, because that's a sin. Like, y'all can't be idolizing me. Y'all need to go pray. All right? Like, real talk. Like, go pray, bro. Like, because I'm just a person that be recording myself.
But you got to protect yourself. You need to
So
focus on you.
I said that to, like, don't be taking my opinions, my thoughts, and the words I say. Like, I want you to, like I said, poke holes through them, bro. If, like, question everything you hear. You don't gotta take what I say as truth. Like, I ain't never gonna steer y'all wrong, and I ain't never gonna lie to y'all, and I ain't none of that. But I don't be on the weird shit. But I also don't just want y'all to take what I say as facts. Like, I want y'all to be able to think for yourselves and, like, you know, be your own person, be your own individual self. That's what I want. I want y'all to love yourself and be there for y'all before y'all, try to hop on whatever I got going on. Like, because y'all got your own lives, y'all your own self. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of yourself, please.
Facts.
You don't need all this content that you consuming. If you learning
Fact.
from
You need
social media, even if you
yourself.
learning from
You
me,
need
take the
yourself,
videos
bro.
that I have. If it's a lesson that applies to you, really take it in and think about it. Absorb it. Become what it is that you need.
Facts.
If I made a
You
video about
there's nothing wrong with learning from other people. Like, you can learn from anybody and everybody, even your worst enemy. You can learn something from them niggas. So learn from it. Everybody, anything, any experience, observation, things you like. Love, become in love with learning for real, because that's gonna take you far. But Like, like I said, just break it down, bro, to where you can understand it and question it, cause you'll know, you'll, like I said, you'll be able to discern between what you should believe and what, just you ain't buying what they selling. So definitely think about it. Start to think
Consistency.
about it,
Go
bro.
learn to be consistent. Don't watch the video on consistency and then watch the video on how to heal your self love. And like, don't go down these rabbit holes because you're getting away from you. Internalize the
Facts.
things that you need.
Facts.
Stop outsourcing. When you do outsource, bring it inside and work on
Facts.
it. Work on it.
Nothing wrong
Build your
with
spiritual
bringing
muscles. Build that
using your
relationship with
resources,
yourself
but you
because we
need
are entering
yourself.
a time
That's
where
your
all we
primary
have is
resource
you,
is yourself.
and it is wicked out here in this world.
Period. Wicked.
It is getting wicked. These demons are getting wicked. People walking around with face masks on and going to parties and preying on people and just killing people and just stealing and just doing anything. It's demons everywhere. They are everywhere. I just want you
Facts.
to protect yourself.
Facts. That's all I
Yeah.
want. Like, I want the people that watch me, like, I really want y'all. That's like my whole thing. Like, the whole reason I want to become a psychiatrist stuff, help people learn themselves and love themselves. Cause I know how much it's helped me. Like, and like that's really the only way to do it. Like, there ain't no better way. Like, you gotta learn yourself. You gotta learn about yourself. Be introspective. Be able to think critically. You know, it's so important, bro. Don't just be believing everything you told. Believe nothing of what you hear and only half of what you see, but still question everything. That's what I literally be telling myself, because you really don't know what these niggas out here, what their intentions is, what they past be like, what they really up to behind closed doors. A lot of this social media shit is fake. Fake, bro. 90% fake. Fake as hell. So you really gotta be careful. I said 90. And I know y'all really, we not good with numbers, but that's a whole lot, nigga. Majority. Most of the majority, nigga. So, like I said, discernment is very important, just like discipline. Gotta be able to tell the difference. Know when they trying to fool you, nigga. Be in tune with yourself and your intuition and your heart. Your spirit, really. Because your heart will lead you wrong sometimes. But if you in tune with your spirit and you got your spirit right with God, He never gonna steer you wrong. Period. And I know I don't speak shit from what I speak from experience. So I know, nigga. But I appreciate y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed the vid. If you did, give it a like and shout out. Hold up. Shout out this nigga Shimon Davis, nigga. Real nigga. Real video. 10 out of 10. Hope y'all enjoyed the vid. If you did, give it a like. Subscribe for more. Appreciate all the love and support. And I'll see y'all in the next one.